Hey guys, welcome to Car Question. Here's James and...
James from PRN Test Drive.
Oh, two James.
Yes, sir.
Who's the better James?
You're going to have to let us know in the comments.
Go see his channel and tell us in the comment section down there below. So here we are in the brand new Ford Explorer, a refresh for this year. Yes, the exterior, but more the interior of that vehicle. We'll talk more about that later. But there's not just the exterior and the interior that is different, also the trims.
The trims are a little bit different. You can kind of have an affordable one or a more expensive ST version. We've also never driven the Ford Explorer ourselves before, so this is a very interesting experience.
So 4 different trims for this year. So the active, the base trim, a lot of equipment, competitive on the price with other competitors. The ST line, so a sportier look trim without the full performance of the ST. The Platinum, the most luxurious version with premium feature, most comfortable, and I'll let you introduce the most performant one.
My favorite, the ST. It's my favorite looking out of the whole lineup. It is maybe more on the expensive side, but those who spend the money, I think, will be happy. It's responsible for 50% of Ford's sales, and it makes sense because it looks really good.
The Explorer is part of a very competitive segment facing rivals such as the Kia Telluride, the Honda Pilot, and the Mazda CX-90. There's many more. We can list them all along the video, but we'll stick to the Explorer here. So what does Ford give to consumers that others don't? I think is the sporty feeling, the handling, the suspension. The ST is about performance, and there's no other SUV offering that in that segment. No off-road here, just a sporty SUV. So let's start with the exterior. James LED light up front. The grille is also larger with a grille that is all black on ST line and ST, but with chrome accent with the active and the Platinum, obviously. It's all new wheels for this year. Also 18 to 21 inch wheels, red brake calipers on the ST, and the redesigned LED tail lights that extend toward the center of the vehicle, but without forming a full light bar yet.
So
what do you think about the exterior? Do you like it?
I do like it. It's not a huge refresh, but sometimes if something isn't broken, then you don't necessarily need to fix it. So the little changes that they've done on the exterior are quite nice to me. I like the performance brakes. I like the more sporty suspension that's going to come on the ST version. Overall, good job.
Now the interior, the real refresh here. So starting with a 12.3 digital instrument cluster, 13.2 inch multimedia touchscreen, standard with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You can even, James, play your favorite game, Asphalt Nitro 2, an exclusive version of the game for Ford. You can go to YouTube. So overall, it's integrated with a Google Assistant also for the voice command. We won't try it because we don't want the video to get interrupted, but it works.
Yes,
you tried it.
It does, yes, accidentally, but it worked.
All of that with a B&O audio system with 14 speaker experience. I would totally choose this one for the audio experience. Overall, the dashboard has been pushed forward for more cabin space. Do you think it's enough?
I think it's more than enough. I think we have a bunch of space here. I like the different colors. I like the B&O audio system. Usually with Ford, it never really disappoints when they put these audio systems. I like the amount of legroom that comes in the back. I am just very comfortable even here in the passenger seat.
And it's comfortable, you said it, yes, ventilated seat, massage functions also.
Nice.
There's wireless charging now available on certain models depending on the trim you're choosing. There's the ST seats, as you can see here on the video. I don't know if I prefer the leather seats or fabric seats like the ST line and the ST.
Personally, it doesn't bother me. I think if you're trying to be cost effective, then the cloth seats are really not a big deal. But obviously, if you want more feel, more luxurious options, then you're going to want to option the leathers.
Also, Tri-Zone climate controls. It's a 7-passenger, so let's talk about the second and third row. First of all, in the second row, climate controls, and that I think is a good point. Maybe the kids are cold or they're hot, so they can control everything from there, the passenger overall. And also, there's a total of 8 USB and USB-C ports inside this vehicle. You know, Ford is all about what you can do with the vehicle, how will you use it, the practicality of the vehicle. But in the third row, though, it's not the best. Would you fit in there?
Probably not. I think you're going to want to reserve the third row for like small children. I usually, when I do my videos, I don't even try to fit in some of the third rows. This would be one of them that I don't try to fit. I just usually say, fit your small people back there and take the captain's chairs for the tall people.
It's not a joke, though. So you can still fit, but I wouldn't spend 3 hours with my height inside the third row.
Exactly.
Now, speaking of powertrains, you have 2 options, the 2 2.3 EcoBoost or the 3.0 twin turbo. The 2.3 is mated to a 10-speed reprogrammed transmission, producing 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. What about the 3.0?
The 3.0 is in the ST or Platinum with the Ultimate package, and it's producing 400 horsepower and 415 pound of torque. I think that's plenty of speed. Yeah, I really do think that's nice.
Do you really need it?
Not really, but if it's an option and you've got the cash, let's go.
It's a bonus.
Yes, big bonus.
So another bonus is that in Canada, all the versions come standard with a four-wheel drive. For a friend in the US, it's a rear-wheel drive option also. I think it's a great thumbs up for that because with our climate in Canada, the four-wheel drive is the way to go.
Yes, sir.
Behind the wheel now, how do you think it handles?
I liked it. I don't think there was that much body roll. I do like kind of the straight line speed. You won't have any problem passing slower cars on the highway, and that's important.
And also with a 2.3, it's not an handicap to have a smaller engine. There's so many modes, I don't think we need as much. There's confusion here.
It really does get confusing. I probably will just use the Eco, Sport, and Normal modes, and it's pretty much all I would use if I ever bought this vehicle.
Other than that, Ford Copilot Assist Plus is optional, really a lot of safety features. BlueCruise is also available, and BlueCruise is great. The only thing is that it's mapped.
Yes, unfortunately.
But put your blinker on, you don't have to touch the steering, and it goes on the other lane by itself.
Yes.
Towing capacity now, 5,000 pounds. And off-road, man, we didn't do much of a hard off-road.
No, not yet. It was okay, though, because I was the one behind the wheel, and I found it to be pretty dynamic, pretty easy to do. And if you're just driving on a trail, which is kind of what we did, you're going to have no problem.
Fuel economy now, the 2.3 is 11.9 in city, 8.7 in highway, and 10.4 combined. Our friend in the US just see the text here. And for the 3.0, 13 in city, 9.3 in highway, and 11.3 combined. And for the pricing now, there's 4 trim, like we said, all different from one another. There's the Active, $52,000, $800 at MSRP. But if you count, the monthly payment on 60 months at 5.99 APR is totaling $70,000.
Yeah, that gets high up there. You got to have a deep pocket for a Ford Explorer. The ST MSRP is $71,430. If you calculate the monthly payment of $1,588 for 60 months, you're totaling $95,280 Canadian, which is quite high, honestly.
That's a lot of money. It's nearly $100,000. But my personal pick would be surely the ST line because there's so many options. I don't think you truly need a 3.0 twin turbo. The 2.3 would be just fine. And you can customize it as much as you want. On every trim, you can choose if you want captain seats or a regular bench. On the high and lows now, what you don't like about that vehicle?
Well, the dislikes is the V6 is only available on the ST Platinum's Ultimate package. Also, there's limited space in the third row, like we mentioned. We wouldn't want to sit back there for a long period of time. The quality of the finishes and materials is still not as standout as some competitors, especially for the price point. And we also have too many driving modes, like we mentioned as well. There's a lot of confusion. You don't always know which ones to be in, but usually you're just going to use like maybe 3 of them. Yeah.
On the high points now, it's a good base level equipment for a vehicle on a base trim. So $70,000 though, I hope it's a good equipment.
I do too, yeah.
The BlueCruise availability on nearly every trim that you're choosing. Also, the ST is really powerful. That I like, even if I wouldn't choose this version on a rational point of view. The more modernized interior, the second row choice between the bench and the captain seats is really good also, except for the V6 Platinum because you have the Ultimate package and it includes the captain seats. Also, a lot of options across the trims and it is very comfortable.
That it is.
So in conclusion, has Ford done enough? Tell us in the comments section down there below. You can also see the other video that YouTube thinks you may like about what we do. And James, see you another time?
Yes, sir. Hopefully I'll be back for another review. Very enjoyed my time. Thanks for having me.
And don't forget to go see his channel, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to Car Question also. See you.
Bye.